Thank you. Okay, thank you for all of you who take your time, your 1 second, just 1 second to hit that like button, to drop a comment. Okay, I read every comment. I don't know exactly what you want to say or how you feel about what we talk about, but I read every comment. And for those of you being respectful, I also want to say thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, we are trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. It's not a big number. Come on, guys, let's hit it. Let's hit 5,000 subscribers. The same thing like liking. Okay, it is not normal that we have 700-800 views and only get 100 likes. Come on, it's just 1 second. Once you start watching the video, maybe 5 seconds into the video, just click the like button, right? Anyways, yeah, thank you for all of you who already done everything about that. Okay, thank you. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I just had to say that on a serious note, but once I start talking about market, I can't help it. I can't help it. Yeah. I can't help it. I can't. Well, come on. Let's do this again. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that I'm sorry. Oh man, let's take a deep breath. Please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Caspa Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do. The same thing we do every day. First, we'll look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Rate cuts, right? Then after that, we will check out prices in details. And once we are done with that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Excuse me for a second. Yeah, but before that, let's see. I can't help it. Yeah. How many people are busy, comfortable, sitting in the wreck city today? How is the sunrise? I try to tell you, right? I told you. We've been here for months after months. It's like you try to see something. When you see something bad happening, you try to warn people, and everybody say I was crazy about it, right? You look at the M2, for example. Look at the M2. See how high it is? Why do you think it is that high? Give me a guess. Guess why? See? Every country has already printed money, and everybody knows now. Like it has gone from being a normal transaction to a geopolitical war. Because now, first of all, China wants their currency to be the reserve currency in the world. That's why, yeah, those of you in Africa, you will understand what they are doing. They are telling countries over there, like, okay, give me your gold, because my yuan is backed by gold and all that stuff. They're trying to do all that. The U.S. on the other side knows, okay, we can't lose grip of the whole world. The U.S. is the reserve currency, right? The dollar. We can't lose that. If we do, we're gonna have bigger problem than just the economy. You understand? Things are happening. Like, again, I gave you the example yesterday. The Ottomans, what happened to them when the inflation, the hyperinflation and all that thing happened? Other countries had to come in and administrate their country for them. And that's a situation that the US could not be far off if we don't do anything about the debt. 31 or 30 something trillion dollars in debt. That's what the US is. You understand? In debt. So you have to I told you, stay out of the box. When you are inside the box, you are not going to see the picture. Stay out of the box. When you are out of the box, you start seeing that, oh crap, something is not right. Something is not right. So again, we do have all these people talking about we do have people talking about the super cycle, which again I think is a lie, if you understand me. What's happening, okay, that we're going to have a huge, mega, humongous pump one time, okay? It might take 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, very short, but it's going to pump, like blow out of proportion, okay? Once that happens, you will hear people start to talk about, oh, look at that, now it's going to run until the end of 2026. No, guys, you have to pay attention. I told you, pay attention to the macroeconomy. Pay attention to that. Now, one sensitive thing that everybody missed. You remember we talked about it on this channel, like, let me try to think. A couple of days ago, I think it was, I told you about the MSI. The situation between Michael Saylor company with the index, the people that provide the index. I'm trying to explain it in a way that you will understand. Okay, look, the S&P 500 has a company that is looking at data. Okay, because S&P 500 is made up of 500 best companies, right? Those companies don't do that job themselves. MSI just looks out, be like, okay, we have 500 companies that are performing good, people making money, that's great. If one of those companies doing bad, they have to take it out and look at, include one more company from the outside that is doing better than the one that they took out to balance it, you know? So those guys, they are the people that that really do the job. So Michael Saylor wants to include his company into that S&P 500 to be traded in there, okay? Now, the issue here is that those guys, like I explained in the other video, they are saying like they don't see it. Crypto is not, Bitcoin is not a normal stock. It's too volatile. It's not a normal stock. So, and Michael Saylor, they are arguing like, look, we have ETF, we have this, we have blah, blah, blah. And those guys are looking at like, okay, ever since the ETF started, look at your price action. Look at, there's a lot of things they are discussing. Therefore, I think their final decision will be made in January. And I told you guys, since it is a programmable, it's a programmed computer, what it will do if they say no to Michael Saylor, by February, there is a specific date that they will put in it, and these bots, what they will do as soon as that date reaches, they are going to delete Michael Saylor in all trading platforms. You understand? But we already saw that, okay, from now till probably January 15th or January 30th, the market is going to pump. It is. Trust me, the market is going to pump. And I'm waiting. I've been telling you guys, like, they are going to take Bitcoin, okay? They are going to take Bitcoin to that 150, 160,000. You just wait. It's going to take them a month, 3 to 4 weeks. It's going to take. They are going to do it because they know they only have that little window. If the MSI comes out and say no, then we're fucked. The market is going to dump. You're going to start first. That's when I think the real bear market, that's when it will start. But before that, they are going to pump it. They're going to pump it. Now, before yesterday, before Uncle Jeromeus Powelsius, before he came out, the market was running. Market was going up. And I was telling guys, I said, you have to understand something. Before any FOMC meeting, market usually dip. Okay, because let's just say 2 weeks ago, everybody knew they were going to cut rates. And the same thing, market makers, those little bastards, man, you gotta love to see it. It's like I got a situation of love-hate between me and market makers. Okay, because they move the market either the positive direction or the negative direction. But in another way, it's like, man, they take advantage of everything. That is really fucked. But oh well, those of you who fall for it, you will fall for it. Because like I told you, they are going to manipulate. Some people are going to say, yeah, rate cuts are coming, bullish. The market starts to run. But those of us looking at the macroeconomy and looking at everything else that surrounds it, we look at it and tell you, yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, what did you see yesterday? Yeah. Now, you could see it. You could see it coming, because if you check the price of gold, look at the price of gold. Gold is shooting up, right? Why do you think gold is going up? Because the currencies, right? People are trying to save. Like, you know what? They think the currency is going to go down. Everybody thought, like, okay, once you do the rate cuts, the US is going to print. That's why gold started jumping, because they know, like, yeah, if the US prints, the value of the dollar goes up, at least they can maintain their purchasing power in gold. So when I was looking at gold going up, I say it again. I say, yeah. I remember calling my friend, right? Call my best friend, and I was like, yo, Julio, they are not going to cut, okay? They're not going to cut the rates. I mean, they're not going to print money, even if they cut rates. Okay, it's like, what? I said, yeah. he said, what do you mean? I said, okay. I said, Chinedu, listen, they are not going to cut. I mean, they are not going to print. Look at the price of gold. And everybody and their grandmama was calling me crazy. I said, no. Okay, look, let me go right here. This is the price of gold. See? Let it load up for a second. Because again, those are the simple things you've got to look at. When you look at it, you go like, okay, something is not right here. And I told him, I said, if you look at it, this is gold on the weekly. Go on the lower time frame so that you will see. You will see before the FOMC meeting and after the FOMC meeting. Okay, look. See? What is the what is this? December 2nd. No. Right there. See what gold was doing? So if you zoom in. See what gold was doing? Gold was going down right before the FOMC meeting. As soon as the FOMC, I told you, said, listen, they are not going to do it. They're not going to print. It's already enough dollars out there. What they need to do is they need to take dollars out, because they want to straighten, they want to show the dollar strength, right? That is what they're trying to show. So they are not going to print. And everybody and their grandmama was just laughing at it. And I said, yeah, a lot of you are about to cry if you don't pay attention to the market. So now we have it. I told you, the US has a big problem. And now they have to choose between economy and currency. Economy, yeah, we will have a lot of pain. They'll be like, yeah, man, we can fix that any moment. But the currency, they cannot allow any dump on the currency. It cannot happen. And then, even more, they cannot even provoke it themselves by printing more money. They can't do it. So the plan, like I'm telling you, the plan is going to be, they are going to find a way to try to take down the supply of dollars in the market. And that is when the new chair comes in. Crypto friendly, right? The SEC and all of them, they are going to be in cahoot. You started hearing about it. One thing about our good president, Trumpicius Magicius, one thing about him is that he doesn't know how to keep quiet. He has already started giving you hints. Oh, we're going to peg the dollar to stable coins, and we're going to do this. And it's a very genius idea, because the more the stable coins are, the way the stable coins move more money, okay, in the last 3 or 4 years than MasterCard and Visa or any bank. And it's a genius idea. Once you do that, that will give the dollar that utility. You understand? It's like China is trying to peg their money to gold. US is pegging their dollar to crypto. Did you see it? So it will give the dollar that main utility, because everybody knows financial system is changing. And by the financial system changing, it means we are now going from paper money to digital money. Okay? You see, DeFi, borrowing, lending, all that stuff that we do, it is not Instead of you looking at it like a stable coin, but instead, if you really look under that bed sheet, is the dollar that you are using. And that is when I'm telling you, Trumpicius Magicius is a genius. See? Now, you will ask me, how does that affect you and me? How does it affect us? Okay? One, you look at the macroeconomy. Okay? Let's rewind a little bit. 2025, we only have a couple of days, a couple of weeks left. But this is the last chance you are going to get to become a multi-millionaire. This is the last chance. By the time you hit 2026, my friend, I think it's going to be too late. Because like I mentioned, MSI is going to come out with a decision. Everybody's praying that he said yes to Michael Saylor. But yeah, I don't think so. Okay, let's just wait and see. If they say no, the bear market would really, really begin. And you look at, if you look at JP Morgan, they have not closed those short positions on Michael Saylor, on MSTR. They haven't closed it yet. So me looking at that, I think those guys know something. Because if they thought like, okay, MSI is going to come out, or MSCI, or whatever they call that thing, if they're going to come out and say yes to Michael Saylor, they will close those short positions on Michael Saylor's company and open long position. Because if they say yes, the stocks on Michael Saylor company are going to shoot to the roof. That's what's going to happen. But if they say no, the stocks are going to continue like nosediving until Michael Saylor has no choice but do the unthinkable, which is sell Bitcoin. So yeah, that situation is there, and I'm watching it, and that's what I'm telling you. I think the bull run, all they did is kick the can down the street a little bit more. So now, going back to the question, how does this affect us? I told you, you pay attention to the macroeconomy, you pay attention to the stock market, and you come to that conclusion. Casper, Quant, and cash, in that order. Accumulate Casper, accumulate Quant, and accumulate more cash in that order. Because one, if you have cash or stable coins on the side, the decision comes out. We know, like, okay, we look at all the indicators and everything else, and we know, like, yeah, this is it. You can start shorting the market. You can start doing that. Casper, on the other side, you know, we're going to digital money. We're going to real-world tokenization of everything, okay? Ethereum is not that secure. So would you want to trust Ethereum to tokenize your real estate when you know that this thing is ruled by VCs and people that are staking big amounts? Would you want to do that? I don't think so. Would you want to tokenize your piece of land over that kind of a crypto chain? I don't think so. There you come, Casper. Casper is secure. Solve the trilemma. And I tell you, go talk to any developer right now. They are all looking at Casper. And don't forget one thing. We got 6 months. In 6 months, vProx will go live. Or they say something about going live or testing or something. vProx will go live. A lot of people will say, yeah, 2 months, 6 months is too long and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But hey, guys, it is the same thing. You waited for how many years? And you can't wait 6 months? Again, you come to the place, we start talking about the way Trump said it, stable coins. The rails on Casper are more smoother and finer than anywhere else to run stable coins. You get it? Instant confirmation. You go to Walmart, you want to buy a coffee. They cheap, fast, and this is just 10 blocks per second. We are not talking about 100 blocks yet. Casper is your way to your riches. This thing that Casper is achieving is what Bitcoin should have been doing. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, Bitcoin is, Casper is just complementing Bitcoin. And I said, no, that is not true. That is not true. Bitcoin has no utility. Gold as we know it, has a lot of utility. Apart from that, it is scarce because it's very hard to get. Has a lot of utilities, right? You can use gold in your cell phones to make cell phones. Gold is used there. Computers, gold is used. Even cars. There are some expensive cars that the parts that they have in there, they have to use gold to make them. Bitcoin, what other utility does it have other than that store of value? Which again, I'm still sit here and tell you that is some bullshit. That's some bullshit. People are calling it a store of value because it has $1 trillion market cap. That's why you are going to see, once Casper get above that 2, 3, or even 4, 5 trillion dollars, what are you going to tell me? You will see people telling it, oh, Casper store of value. You will see that. You will see. And this is that time you'll have to sit there and be like, okay, I've got to get my piece before everybody and their grandmama gets in there. Before you start hearing, oh, about Casper's ETFs. Oh, Casper reserve currency. Casper this. Before you start to hear it, you need to pack your bag. You're going to be like those of them who bought Bitcoin at $1. That is what you got to do right now. And I keep telling you that, and it looks like I'm just talking to myself. People don't listen. People don't want to see it until it is too late. I'm telling you, time is going to come. It's not even far. Give it 6 to 8 months from now. It's going to be, you tell somebody, I have 10,000 Casper. No way you don't. Let me see. It's going to happen. And yeah, it's going to, I'm just like, I was telling one of my friends, I was saying, like, accumulating Casper is one thing. Holding it is another thing. Because trust me, my spot account on Casper is not getting touched. It's not. I'm going to hold that thing for years to come because I see the way things are moving. I'm telling you, give it from now, 2030 or 2031, you might see Casper at $100. It doesn't take bad. Everybody like, yeah, adoption is going to take time. No, it's not going to take time. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Crashilandia, Hackilandia, even the Hakun, they have done the hard lifting for Casper. What do I mean by that? Everybody and their grandmama now knows we can make money with crypto. That's what everybody now knows. Now, once Casper development ends, let's just say not all of it, just 80% of it, VProx, Eager Lab, all that stuff, projects start to build and stuff like that, it is that world, that exposure is going to be monumental. And once people start to see it, like, okay, I want to go buy a grocery. Which one are you using? Solana. You sweep your card. Oh my God, network is down. Shit. And I come, that's so good. Yeah. I bring out my card. Swipe it. Sweet. Yeah. There you go. It's less than a second. Yeah, transaction goes through. I walk away. They look at you like, okay, wait a minute. Yo, bro, the same Visa card. Yeah, what are you? Oh, yeah, mine is pegged to Casper. It's running on Casper. What is your running on? Oh, shit, Solana. And you went through? Yep. There you go. It starts, right? Imagine we are doing a DeFi protocol, lending money, whatever you are doing with it. And mine, sell 5 seconds. I feel like selling this DeFi right now. Sell, click. 5 seconds later, you see my Tangent wallet. I put it in my pocket, and the next guy next to me is still waiting on Solana. T-tut. 5 seconds later, oh, network is down. The other one is still waiting on Sui. Oh man, network got hacked. We have to stop. Oh crap. The raccoon. Oh man, it's not even nowhere to be found because it does not even have a network. They look at you. Hey, wait, yours went through. Yeah, I'm on Casper. I'm out. Things like that are going to happen. And then everybody and their grandmama is going to start noticing. The very, very nice example is going to be on Quant. Okay? For most of a lot of people, merchants don't use the same bank. Some use Chase, some use Capital America, some use whatever. People use different banks. Imagine you have your money in a bank that uses XRP. And you go to this merchant. Their bank uses, let's say, HBAR. You go over there, you try to, they'll be like, yep, your card does not work here. It doesn't. I can't accept payments from you. because now the bank does not use your chain. That is when I'm trying to tell you that Quant is going to run. It's going to be the base. Because now, imagine your banks are going to be like, you know what? I can't be losing clients and I can't be losing money for this. Over ledger. That way there is an interoperability between banks. Whether my bank use XRP and yours use Solana, and maybe my bank uses Uncle T and yours using Grammar, it wouldn't matter. Transactions are going to go because you can make your payment through the overledger and the payment goes through to the other bank without a problem. Without a problem. And guys talking about, yeah, but what if Ethereum is slow and this and that? And I keep telling you, Quant is a token. They are not a layer one. What they're going to do, trust me, is going to happen when they start to see, okay, we are having issues here. Where should we, where can we run? That way we are not going to have these problems. Casper, you are going to see it. It's going to happen. That's why I keep telling you, for me, I'm sitting tight. I'm holding on to my Quant. I'm holding on to my Casper, because on the short term, you see this burst we talked about a few minutes ago when I told you they're going to make the market run. On the short term, those coins are going to go up. They're going to make me money. On the long term, you also have to see how I just explained a little bit of utility, how it's going to work, and you're going to see it. Long term, there's going to be so much demand for Quant. It ain't going to be funny. That's why for me, I think Quant is a $5,000 coin. And Kaspa, even worse. I think Kaspa is going to be sitting up there around $100 or $200. You just give it time. People think, oh, it's going to take a while. Oh, look, it took Bitcoin over 17 years. It's not going to take Kaspa that long, because everybody and their grandmama now knows what crypto is. It's like the car, right? When they invented the car, everybody knew about horses. Somebody in the North, let's say North America, didn't know about a car like somebody in South America, in Detroit and something like that. The way they knew, okay, now there is an iron horse that can run better. Nobody knew. It took time. But when you look at the evolution of cars, the same thing that people didn't know about it in the 1800s is not the same adoption that took place when, let's just say, the first supercar came out. People already knew about it faster because, hey, we've been driving the normal car. Now a supercar comes out. Oh, crap, look at that. Faster, right? It's the same thing with the Casper's adoption. It's going to happen swift and fast. For those of you who pay attention, you're going to make a lot of money. And I keep trying to, hey, I'm not your financial advisor, but I keep trying to show you. Kaspa, look over there. Look at Quant. You don't believe me? Go look at it yourself. You are going to see the difference in everything. You are going to see. I told you yesterday, okay? A very good exercise. Take Bitcoin's white paper, okay? Compare it to Casper. You pretend that they are talking about Casper on that white paper. Pretend that and just see what Casper is doing and what is written there. You will see. I keep telling you, Casper is the real Bitcoin. A lot of people gonna miss a lot of money for not paying attention. But oh well, go look at FOMO and you end up like yesterday. Yeah. You're going to end up like that. You're going to end up. Some people are just looking at right now. Look further, 5 feet away from you. That's where the riches are. That is where the millions are. If you just look in front of you, you are going to be falling into that pit over and over and over. Don't say I didn't warn you. You will see. It will happen. Money will be made for those of us who are sitting tight and patient and are looking through that tube, looking forward. We will see it. Those of you just paying attention, oh, they're going to cut rates. Oh, yeah, everybody, kumbaya. Before you know it, oh, shit, we're down. Oh, man, that's why I keep saying, I want to enter a trade, but I'm looking at the news and I'm looking at everything. I'm like, nah, I'm going to wait. I want to enter a Jasmine trade. Nah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I could have entered it yesterday, but I told you guys, nope, I'm going to wait. Go look at my video yesterday, right? Cubic, the same thing. I want to enter a cubic trade. I'm like, yeah. Now I'm going to wait because it looks like this market is about to throw a stone at everybody. Okay? But anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. Okay? Let's go look at crypto bubbles right quick. Right there. Uh-huh. No, look. Let's refresh it, okay? So that people will not say I'm just making it. Look. Let's refresh it for a second. Yeah. But for now, we can see Bitcoin has started to recover a little bit. Let's see on the hourly. Let's see what we got. On the hourly, Bitcoin has started to recover a little bit. You can see, right? I told you. It's going to happen. But anyways, yeah. Because on the day, look. On the day, this is what we are. I just checked. I looked at the chart like a minute ago or something like that. Before I started the video for the past hour, the Bitcoin is showing sign of trying to start up. But yeah. A lot of people who have all those longs lost a lot of money. Because again, oh my God. Anyways, well, I'm not your financial advisor. You better go talk to him right quick. Let's start first with King Kaspa. KAS. Let's see. KAS. For the past hour, as known, like you see, like I told you, the past hour, the market is looking good. For the past hour, 0.2% up. 8% down on the day, 17.2% down on the week, 8.8% down on the month, and 70.5% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.24 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $36.69 million. Okay, there you go. We go look at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. For the past hour, 0.2% down, 3.5% down on the day, 12% down on the week, 6% down on the month, and 40.9% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.19 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $21.94 million. Now let's go look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. What do we have going on here? JAS 0.3% up the last hour, 4.1% down on the day, 2.9% down on the week, 28.9% down on the month, and 82.8% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $337.84 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $25.09 million. Yeah, the volume is low, just like yesterday, and I keep telling you, you got to pay attention to it. But yeah, due to that, they are not going to print. There's going to be FOMO, right? Look for that position. And that's what I did. As soon as the market went down, I found a position on Jasmine. Okay, I will show you to you guys in a second. Okay, now we're also going to look at next one's going to be Cubic. Okay, Cubic, let's see what's going on in that camp. For the past hour, 0.1% up, 4% down on the day, 9.3% down on the week, 31.4% down on the month, and 82.2% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $87.83 million and a 24 hours volume traded at, let's see here, traded at $2.09 million. Excuse me for a second. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, I'm looking at Cubic right now, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna buy the bullet and go in, because it seems like, yeah, I think I'm gonna buy the bullet. But yeah, they're sitting at the market cap of $87.88 million, and then the 24 hours volume is just sitting at 2.09 million. I don't know. I think I'm gonna buy the bullet. It's looking tempting right now, because look at the yearly, it's that low, and then the market cap is also that low. So yeah, I think I will buy the bullet on it. But yeah, let me just wait a little bit more. Now let's go look at Bitcoin, Jonathan's pet turtle, and I call it the orange guy. See, that's why the market is trying to show some resilience. For the past hour, 0.7% up, 2.3% down on the day, 2.1% down on the week. 2.1% down on the week, 12.7% down on the month, 6.6% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.80 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $57.47 billion. Yeah, it's still moderate, that volume. But anyways, now let's go look at the prices in details. Where's my trading view? No, I was looking at gold on it right quick. Now, first of all, let's look at the market in general. See, S&P 500 down. Wow. Yeah, we can see, yeah, Dixie is going down, Bitcoin going down, everything is just going crazy. Like I told you guys, right? They're not going to print. The money's already been printed. It's now they're just going to have to find a way to maneuver that out for the masses, right? And that's what you're going to see. But anyways, now let's go look at the market. We got to change this to Kaspa, K-A-S, it's King Casper. There you go. Let's use Casper. On the hourly, let's see. Unfortunately, yeah, we are tied to Bitcoin's hip, whether we like it or not. Unfortunately, if you zoom out, the structure has not changed. It hasn't, right? See, we are still in here. This is the pole, and this is the flag. The structure has not changed. Okay, you can even put a resistance, and you can even put a support and resistance. You can put that right there. We are still on the same trajectory, and that's why I keep telling you, do not panic. It is just following the same thing. So okay, if you look at it on the, let's see on the 4 hourly, let's see on the 4 hour, let's see the same thing. You see, when you zoom out, what do you see? Everybody keeps thinking like, yeah, we're going to go back to 3.5 cents. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to go down there. The structure is just forming. See, we go in there, now it's doing the same. That's what it's doing. Before you know it, up and up we went. Okay, you have to chill. You have to be like really chill. At moments like this, when Bitcoin is doing its thing, it's very hard for you to do a TA. All you got to do is just look at patterns. Sit there and watch. Because right now, trying to look at the ribbon or the moving average and stuff like that is not going to help. Because if Bitcoin decides to pump today back to $96,000, you're going to see Casper run. It's that simple. So yeah, give it a chance. Today we are Thursday and we're about to enter the weekend, right? Give it a chance. Let Bitcoin finish doing what it is doing, and then we are going to see it. Because unfortunately, every coin is suffering the same problem when Bitcoin is doing this. Okay, now look on the weekly. Again, that's another one that I keep telling you. You have to understand, we've said it here before, price always get attracted to moving average. Weekly, we've gone halfway. We haven't touched the moving average yet. Look at ribbon. It's still squeezing, right? So just be tight. Keep quiet. Keep patience. You just watch. That's why for me, my positions are open. All I'm just doing is watching. Because again, anything under 12 cents is nothing but noise. Swing trading, day trading, all that stuff is going on there. People are doing what they think is right. Hey, it's not a problem if you're taking profits. If you feel you made a lot of money, you can take profits. For me, I'm just looking at it because once Casper crosses 12 cents, next resistance will be 15 cents. After that, we have 18 and 19 cents. Crossing that will lead us to all-time high. Okay, and then into price discovery. That's why for me, I am sitting tight. I don't care what the market is doing. Let it do them. I would do me, which is I would just sit here and watch. If Bitcoin if Casper goes lower, I will buy more on spot. That's what I do. Anyways, now let's go look at Quant right quick. QNT. Where is QNT? Quant right here. The same thing, right? You look at it. When you zoom it out, you will also see it. Okay, look. When you zoom out, Quant is having, come on, load up already. See, Quant is having a faster and accelerated. Okay, some people are saying, yeah, it is going to go back down to 70 or what? No, my friend, it's not. It's not going to do that. It's the same structure. See, that's the pole, and that's your thing going. Or if you want to look at it another way, oh, come on, sorry. If you want to look at it another way, you can also see it's a V shape. Okay, look at waterfall. It falls like this. Normally, what this usually do is this. That's what that usually do. So yeah, when you're seeing it going, usually do it. Okay, down, and then up like that. That's what we usually see. Or you can even argue that it is trying. That's the first leg of the W. You can even argue it like, okay, it's gonna go down, go up, go down, go up, and then break the resistance, and up we went. So yeah, those scenarios are also very, very possible. That's why for me, I don't care what Quant is doing right now. All I do is sit tight, because you see how it is falling rapidly. That is how this kind of price action usually get recovered also rapidly. Okay, if you look at it on the 4 hourly, let's see the same thing, right? Look, 4 hours is the same thing. That's what I'm saying. I think we are still in bullish. There's no problem. People are just manipulating the market, and if you fall for it, you are going to lose. That's how simple it is. Okay, now let's go look at it on the daily. Let's see if we see anything different other than yesterday. Still the same. Ribbon still green. All we are just doing is following Bitcoin. Still the same. My positions are open. You guys remember, I usually tell you in every trade, before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. Right now is the time for you to start looking for the before the trade position, because it's going to reverse quick and fast. If you look at it on the weekly, let's see on the week. I'll close this thing right quick. On the weekly, we still got like 3 or 4 more days to go. Let's see. We need Quant to close. Let me zoom it out a little bit. We need Quant to close above this one. Okay. Right now they are sitting just on the same place. This price has to close above it, like higher than that. Let's say anything here or there or even higher. That's what we need. We needed to do, because as you can see, we've been having higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Now this week hasn't closed. We need a higher low on this one. So yeah, everything still looks normal for me. I'm just sitting tight. I don't have I'm not going to sit here and pretend and tell you like, yeah, everything right now is going back down to zero. No, I'm not going to do that. So I usually tell you, anything under $125, it is still nothing but noise. Because above that, we do have 151, then 164. Right after that, 176. Those are the price targets you need to start looking at. We conquered that, we'll be looking at $230. And above that, all-time high before we start getting into price discovery. So things are happening nice and easily. So I don't have time to panic. I sleep good at night. That's what I do. I don't know about you. Okay? Now, let's go look at, let's see. Let's go back 1 hourly, and then let's see. I will start looking at Jasmine again once we start crossing that 1 cent. So that's why I don't waste time on it. But let's look at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Although I can tell you there is no point of doing it. But look at Bitcoin. Okay. Now you can see, after people figured out yesterday they were not going to, because they were not going to pump the market. What did you see? Market went up at first, and then we're back down again. In the same region we were. Okay, in the same region we were. So right now, I tell you, they are going to pump it. All you have to do is sit tight. You can see the pump, the drop, pump. Look at that. It's that easy. They pump it, comes back down again. Pump it, comes back down again. So next for me, I'm expecting this to do this, and then again go try, because when you look at it, okay. Let me try to zoom out a second. Let's try to go high. See? Look at that. This is what Bitcoin is doing. So if you're panicking, you don't understand it. On the bear market, this don't usually do like this. This usually go when it falls lower, jumps a little bit, falls even lower, even some more, and it keeps dropping and dropping and dropping until we get to the target. But right now, guys, first of all, look at the price structure. You look at it, and then you look at the way the macroeconomy is reacting. And the more important of all is this one. What is it? What is Fear and Greed Index? It's this one. This is the more important of all of them all. People's sentiment. Okay, I tell you, when we go to a bear market, the Fear and Greed Index does not sit on extreme fear. It does not sit on fear or extreme fear. A lot of people are just looking at it. No, normally when we go to a bear market, Fear and Greed Index usually sit on extreme greed. Right now, it's sitting on extreme fear. So I don't see why you should be panicking about it. Even the stocks. Okay, look at stocks. See, stocks are not doing that bad. That's what I'm telling you. Look at the Bitcoin first. Fear and Greed Index. Look at where we are sitting. By the time we started getting into greed or extreme greed, that's when you're supposed to start looking at it. And this thing is going to happen quick, because you're going to see people, okay, once the market starts to get up there, That's where you will start hearing it. Oh, Bitcoin is going to 1 million, 5 million. You will start hearing it. And then it's supposed to be your fly, be like, I think it's time for us to look at the Bitcoin Pi cycle top and stuff like that. I'm telling you, you will see it. Right now, it's not the time. What you're just seeing right now is like, yeah, people are just, they follow too much. Rate cuts, yeah, the price is gonna go up. Start putting on longs, and those market makers like, and add one more long on that. Those of you who are not using stop losses, yeah, or those of you with little tight stop losses, I think we can make a lot of money right there. Bam, yeah. That's exactly what happens. Okay. Anyway, let's go right quick and look at my positions. But anyways, before you do that, guys, I will say it again. Please stay away from leverage trading, because if you're going to leverage trading without experience, you're going to lose your money. If you want to learn, I cannot teach you. I'm not your financial advisor, but I can tell you this. The first step is signing up. To sign up, there are links below, which is Phemex, Bydfi. Oh, I said it wrong. Let me say it in the right order. Bydfi, which I do recommend. Okay, Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange. Okay, the links are below. Follow those links, sign up, meet their deposit requirements. Once you do, they are going to give you free money. They give you free money, take $20 out. With that $20, my friend, start to practice. Open up a trade. How to open up, how to close a trade, how to 100% close it, partially close it, how to put stop losses, all these things. You start to practice, right? Now, you get to a point, if you can turn $20 into $40, then $40 into $80, 80 to 160, you can multiply it, then you are ready. You can start using big money. If you still cannot do it, my friend, stay away from it. Keep on practicing with $20, okay? Anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions, okay? First of all, we are going to see Bydfi. You guys know there, I am trading King Kaspa, and I am also trading Quant, right? As you can see, my overall, because it's going to be going with the market. Let's see. Come on, load up already. Let's see. My internet here is so slow, it's not even funny. It will tell you network, and then it will load and all that stuff. This is really a pain in the ass, but let's wait. As you can see, my overall now is sitting at $7,000. Okay, let the network come back on again. Let it refresh. Okay, perfect. 7,040. Okay, now if you look at my contracts, let's see. Come on, load up. Like I told you guys, I opened a Jasmine trade already because I saw the market. I think the market is going to start going up a little bit, so I did. On my Caspa, I am still up $295. Okay, running at 50x as always. You can see my Jasmine. I just opened it. Okay, I'm up $3. Yeah. Let's see how that one goes. Okay, I'm also running it at 50x, as you guys already know. On my Quant, I am down $3,500. Again, the market is doing its thing, right? Market goes down, things, my positions go down, but I'm still trading at the same thing, 50x, no stop losses. You can pause it, and then you can see, oh, Jasmine is down $7. Oh, wait. All right, you can pause it, and then you will see all my numbers. Okay, like you guys can see, yeah, they are just there in front of you. You can do whatever you want with that information. Anyways, now let's go quick. Let's go look at Wix Exchange. On Wix, I am only trading King Kaspa, nobody else. As you guys can see, my overall day is sitting at $1,300. And now, if you look at my contracts, you see on my Kaspa, yeah, I am still up $244, no more, no less. Okay, now look at Wix Exchange. On Wix, I am trading King Kaspa, and I am also trading Quant, as you guys already know. So let it roll, let it load up for a second. Let's refresh that. Let's wait. Okay, now you can see my overall, I'm sitting at $2,250 approximately, right? That's what we're sitting at. If you look at my my contracts, I'm still looking at cubic. Yeah, 683. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to wait. Okay, I gotta have to wait a little bit more. I want to enter a trade on this thing. But anyways, if you look at my Quant, I am still up $510. Okay, total profit, which is normal. Okay, and then you look at Caspa. on my Kaspa, I am still up $178 in profits. The same thing. I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. Okay, that's me. Now let's go look at Acorn. You guys know my son, I'm teaching my kid how to trade on Acorn, right? You can sign up using the link below and they're going to give you $5. Okay, looking at that Acorn. Let's see. Let it load up for a second. Yeah, let's go. Okay, wow, we made it to the 600, bro. That is awesome, man. I wish I could give him a high five right now. We made it 600. You guys remember we started this account with $25, right? Just $25. It hasn't been more than 5 weeks, I think, but look at it, it is up $600. So yeah, if a 9-year-old boy can do this, grown-ass people like you can also do it. I don't know about you, but for me, I would love to look at this account when my boy turns 20. Because like, yeah, it would be nice. At least he will start life better than I did. Okay, this is something that people don't see, okay? But anyways, if you look at, let's see the investments. Well, what's going on here? 3.52%. Wow, that is awesome. So we have here S&P 500. We do have 281 in it. That's nice. Medium companies, $36. Small companies, $18. International companies, $144. Yeah. Bonds and ETFs. We have the short term ISTB, $35 on that, and U.S. aggregates, 83.5 in that. I don't know. I think by January I'll probably give him a hand. I know, I want him to learn, but you guys know if you're a parent, you actually I want him to learn the hard way, but it's hard for me to just watch. I think probably January or February or maybe March, sometime next year, I'm going to give him a hand with it. Probably throw $1,000 or two in his account for him, because I think he's doing great. I'm proud of him. He's doing really great, because this is something that I wasn't expecting. I thought he was going to be like any other kid, like, yeah, video games and stuff like that. But every day when I talk to him, I see the light in his eyes when we talk about his account, his Acorn account. And you can see, this is money. I pay him, like I told you. I don't know how you raise your children. Everybody has their different. My kid, I pay them for studying. And the payment depends on what the grades are. I pay them for making their bed, cleaning up after themselves and stuff like that. Depends on how it goes. And out of his little money, he's able to invest $20 a week or $20 or $30, whatever that he's putting in there. That is really, I'm very proud of that boy. Okay, anyways, yeah, I'm not going to talk about my personal life. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, okay? I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, so please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and turn on your notification so that you will know when I drop a new video. Okay, it's just pressing the like button doesn't take you more than 5 seconds. Just 1 second, click the like button, and then we keep on going. And also don't forget to comment. I read every comment, and sometimes when I get a time, I go back, even the old videos, I start to answer everybody's comment. I do that. Okay, so please, I'm interested in knowing what you think about everything that we talked about today. And also don't forget to share, so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? Just share the video. Until I see you in my next one, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.